Dolphins. Everyone, welcome to the Nuvo Awards tonight. I'm Will. I'm going to be reading off the awards. So before we start, let's get a big round of applause at home for all of our dancers this evening, also all the studio owners and parents and teachers and everyone that made tonight possible. Thank you guys so much. We're going to start tonight with our adjudicated awards. So here at Nuvo, we do award a bronze, a silver, a high silver, a gold, a high gold, and the very rare DJ's pick. A DJ's pick is when an entry gets a near perfect score from almost every single judge. So starting us off with our adjudicated awards with entry number 381. 381 from Next Step Dance Technology receives a DJ's pick. Next up, number 382 from Epic Dance Studio, Ella with Elastic Heart receives a high gold. Number 383 from the Dance Movement, Wow receives a high gold. Number 384 from Next Step Dance, Lily with No Roots receives a high gold. Entry number 385A from the Rock Center for Dance with Grains receives a DJ's pick. Next up, number 386 from Studio 7 Performance, Finley with Ain't Nothing Wrong With That receives a high gold. Number 387 from the Point Performing Arts Center, Braylon with Paths receives a DJ's pick. Number 388 from the Dance Movement, I Imagine receives a high gold. Number 390 from Paragon Dance, Leighton with Party Girl receives a high gold. 391 from the Dance Movement, Crimson and Clover receives a high gold. Number 392 from Project 21, Winter with Dreamlike receives a DJ's pick. Next up, number 393 from Next Step Dance with Tarantula receives a high gold. Number 394 from the Rock Center for Dance, Rakin with Lemon of Pink receives a high gold. 395 from the Dance Movement, Relativity receives a high gold. 396 from Next Step Dance, Ava with On a Clear Day receives a high gold. Next up, entry number 398 from the Next Step Dance, Channing with Blackbird receives a high gold. Number 399 from Project 21, Olivia with Hit Me With a Hot Note receives a high gold. Number 400 from the Dance Movement, Elastic receives a high gold. Number 401 from Next Step Dance, Beyond the Veil receives a DJ's pick. Number 402 from Next Step Dance, A Woman Left Lonely receives a DJ's pick. Number 403 from Project 21, Delilah with Shop Around receives a high gold. Number 404 from the Dance Movement, Arco receives a high gold. Number 405 from the Rock Center for Dance, Madeline with Desierto receives a high gold. Number 406 from Next Step Dance, It's All So Incredibly Loud receives a DJ's pick. Number 407 from Next Step Dance, Matthew with That's Life receives a high gold. Number 408 from the Dance Movement, Cola receives a high gold. Number 409 from Bobby School Performing Arts, Ava with Unraveling receives a high gold. Next up, entry number 410 from Next Step Dance with Fratters receives a DJ's pick. Number 411 from the Rock Center for Dance, Karina with Pistolet receives a DJ's pick. Number 412 from Bobby School of Performing Arts, Liviana with the Phoenix receives a high gold. Number 413 from the Rock Center for Dance, Addison with We Will Not Give In receives a DJ's pick. Next up, number 415 from Bobby School Performing Arts, Kate with St. Jude receives a high gold. Number 416 from the Dance Movement, Thull receives a high gold. Number 417 from the Dance Movement, Gemini receives a high gold. 418 from Bobby School Performing Arts, Eliana with On Reflection receives a high gold. Next up, number 419 from Contemporary Ballet, Dallas, Speed It Up, The Beginning receives a high gold. Number 420A from the Rock Center for Dance, Hey receives a DJ's pick. Number 421 from the Rock Center for Dance, Tiara with The Things That Remain receives a DJ's pick. Next up, number 422 from the Dance Movement, I Feel Good receives a high gold. Number 423 from Studio 7 Performance, Ainsley with Heart of Glass receives a high gold. Number 424 from Next Step Dance, Free Britney receives a DJ's pick. Number 425 from Project Dance Performing Arts Center, Where Is My Body receives a DJ's pick. Number 427 from Project Dance Performing Arts, Manic receives a DJ's pick. Next up, entry number 428. 428 from Dance Industry Performing Arts Center, it's Noah with Scanner receives a high gold. 429 from Dance Industry, Reese with Saunter receives a high gold. 432 from Project Dance Performing Arts Center, Ava with 17 Hours receives a high gold. 433 from Dance Industry and Performing Arts Center, Madeline with Night Run receives a high gold. Number 435 from Project Dance and Performing Arts Center, American Pie receives a DJ's pick. Number 436 from Danceology, Maddie with Vibrations receives a DJ's pick. Number 437 from Danceology, Tegan with Wolf receives a high gold. Number 439 from Prodigy, Distortion receives a DJ's pick. Number 440 from Danceology, Delaney with Waves receives a high gold. 441 from Danceology, Naya with Forces receives a DJ's pick. 443 from Project Dance Performing Arts Center, Crunk receives a DJ's pick. 444 from Dance Industry, Camilla with Ave Maria receives a DJ's pick. 446 from the Point Performing Arts Center, Zoe with Moonlight Sonata receives a high gold. 447 from Danceology, Claire with By the Roses receives a high gold. 449 from the Point Performing Arts Center, Gentry with Hero receives a high gold. 451 from Club Dance Studio, Ellery with Snow receives a DJ's pick. 452 from Project Dance Performing Arts Center, Sexy Crazy receives a DJ's pick. Number 453 from the Point Performing Arts Center, Anna with Reminisce receives a DJ's pick. Number 454 from Beyond Belief Dance Company, Atlee with Big Time receives a high gold. Number 455A from Center Stage Performing Arts Studio, Evelyn with Satin Birds receives a high gold. 456 from Prodigy, Invocation of Lust receives a high gold. Number 457 from Prodigy, Faith with Reflections receives a high gold. Number 458 from Club Dance Studio, Lexus with Wide Eyes receives a DJ's pick. Number 459 from Beyond Belief Dance Company, Ainsley with Dangerous receives a DJ's pick. Number 460 from Project Dance Performing Arts Center, Devour receives a DJ's pick. Next up, number 462 from Danceology, Peyton with Glacier receives a high gold. Moving on to entry number 463. 463 from Club Dance Studio, Patience with You Are My Sunshine receives a high gold. 464 from Project Dance Performing Arts Center, Completely Gone receives a DJ's pick. 465 from Downtown Dance Performing Arts Center, An American in Paris receives a high gold. Number 466 from Prodigy, Ella with Fly Me to the Moon receives a high gold. 466A from Momentum Dance, Whitney with Rescue receives a high gold. 468 from Project Dance Performing Arts Center, Good Night receives a DJ's pick. 469 from Club Dance Studio, Kendo with Stand By Me receives a high gold. Number 470 from Pam's Academy of Dance, Mikey with Bailar receives a high gold. 471 from Beyond Belief Dance Company, Kinsley with Turn It Out receives a high gold. Number 472 from Project Arts Center, A Human and Light receives a DJ's pick. Number 474 from Kim Massey Dance Productions, Put a Spell on You receives a DJ's pick. Number 475 from Project Dance Performing Arts Center, Justin with You Caused It receives a high gold. Number 476 from Project Dance Performing Arts Center, Overture in A receives a DJ's pick. Number 477 from Aurora Monroe School of Dance, Aurora with Hit the Road Jack receives a high gold. Number 479 from Kim Massey Dance Productions, Caroline with Thoroughfare receives a high gold. Number 481 from Honolulu Dance Studio, Kazuma with Mujin receives a DJ's pick. Number 482 from the Dance Center, Roxy with Mellow Yellow receives a DJ's pick. And number 484 from Project Dance and Performing Arts Center, Hotel California receives a DJ's pick. Ladies and gentlemen at home, everyone give a nice round of applause for all of our entries tonight. Now we're going to move on to our high score by age division. So we're going to start off tonight with our mini solos. So mini solos, starting us off in 10th place. Your 10th place mini solo from Project 21, it's Delilah with Shop Around. Your 9th place mini solo from Danceology, it's Maddie with Vibrations. 8th place, we have a tie. So first up in 8th place in the Rock Center for Dance, it's Karna with Pistolet. Also in 8th place from Project 21, it's Winter with Dreamlike. 7th place from the Rock Center for Dance, it's Esprit with Grains. 6th place, we have a tie. First up in 6th place from Honolulu Dance Studio, it's Kazuma with Mujin. Also in 6th place from the Point Performing Arts Center, it's Braylon with Path 5. Moving on to 5th place. 5th place, we also have a tie. First up in 5th place from the Rock Center for Dance, it's Addison with We Will Not Give In. Also in 5th place from the Point Performing Arts Center, it's Anna with Reminisce. 4th place, we have a tie. First up in 4th place. From Beyond Belief Dance Company, it's Ainsley with Dangerous. Also in 4th place from Dance Industry Performing Arts Center, it's Camilla with Ave Maria. Moving on to our top 3. So our top 3 mini solos. Starting us off in third place, we have a tie for third. So first up in third place from Club Dance Studio, it's Alexis with Wide Eyes. Also in third place from the Bass Dance Center, it's Roxy with Mellow Yellow. Second place, we have a tie. First up in second place from the Rock Center for Dance, it's Tiara with The Things That Remain. And also in second place from Danceology, it's Naya with Forces. And your first place overall mini solos from Club Dance Studio, it's Ellery Day with Snow. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time for all of our minis. Moving on now to our teen groups. So teen groups, starting us off in third place. Third place overall teen group from Kim Massey Dance Productions, it's Put a Spell on You. Second place overall teen group from the Rock Center for Dance, it's Hey. And your first place overall teen group from Next Step Dance, it is A Woman Left Lonely. Moving on now to our teen lines. So teen lines in third place. First up in third place from Prodigy Dance and Performing Arts Center, it's Invocation of Lust. Your second place overall teen line from Next Step Dance, it's Tarantula. And your first place overall teen line from Prodigy Dance Performing Arts Center, it is Where Is My Body? Moving on now to teen extended line. So teen extended line, starting us off in third place, we have a tie. So first up in third place from Next Step Dance, it's Also Incredibly Loud. And also in third place from Next Step Dance, it's #Free Britney. Second place from Prodigy Dance and Performing Arts Center, it's Distortion. And your first place overall teen extended line from Prodigy Dance and Performing Arts Center, it's American Pie. Moving on now to our teen productions. Teen productions, second place overall teen production. From Prodigy Dance and Performing Arts Center, it's Overture in A. And your first place overall teen production from Prodigy Dance and Performing Arts Center, it is Good Night. Awesome. Now one more time for our teens. Great job, teens. Now we're going to move into our senior division, starting us off with senior groups. So first up in senior groups, in third place. Third place overall senior group from Prodigy Dance and Performing Arts Center, it's Completely Gone. Second place overall senior group from Prodigy Dance and Performing Arts Center, it's Manic. And your first place overall senior group from Prodigy Dance and Performing Arts Center, it's A Human, A Light. Now we move on to our senior lines. Senior lines in first place from Prodigy Dance and Performing Arts Center, it is Devour. Now moving into our senior extended lines. So senior extended lines in second place. Second place from Prodigy Dance and Performing Arts Center, it's Sexy Crazy. And in first place, senior extended line, it is from Prodigy Dance and Performing Arts Center, it is Hotel California. Moving on now to our senior productions. So senior productions, in first place, from Prodigy Dance and Performing Arts Center, it is Crunk. Now we're going to move into our high score by performance division. So these are the highest scoring routines in each of the categories throughout the night. So we're going to start off with ballet. So teen ballet in third place overall, teen ballet. From Downtown Dance and Performing Arts Center, it's American in Paris. Second place overall teen ballet from Next Step Dance, it's Tarantula. And your first place overall teen ballet from Prodigy Dance and Performing Arts Center, it's Overture in A. Moving on to teen ballroom, in first place from Prodigy Dance and Performing Arts Center, it's Distortion. Into teen contemporary now, so teen contemporary, third place from the Rock Center for Dance, it's Hey. Second place overall teen contemporary from Next Step Dance, it's A Woman Left Lonely. And your first place overall teen contemporary from Prodigy Dance and Performing Arts Center, it is Good Night. Moving on now to teen hip hop. Teen hip hop in third place from Contemporary Ballet Dallas, it's Speed It Up at the Beginning. Second place overall teen hip hop from the dance movement, it's Wow. And your first place overall teen hip hop from Next Step Dance is #Free Britney. Now moving on to teen jazz. Teen jazz in third place overall teen jazz from the dance and movement, it's Thul. Second place overall teen jazz from the dance movement, it's Cola. And actually we have a tie for first place. So first place teen jazz from Next Step Dance, it's Technologic. And also in first place from Kim Massey Dance Productions, it is Put a Spell on You. Moving on now to teen tap. Teen tap in second place from the dance movement, it's I Feel Good. And your first place overall teen tap from Prodigy Dance and Performing Arts Center, it is American Pie. Now moving into our senior division. So senior division, starting us off with senior ballet in second place. From Next Step Dance, it is Fratters. And in first place from Prodigy Dance and Performing Arts Center, it's Completely Gone. Senior ballroom in first place from Prodigy Dance and Performing Arts Center, it is Sexy Crazy. And in senior contemporary, moving on to third place senior contemporary from Prodigy Dance and Performing Arts Center, it's Devour. Second place overall senior contemporary from Prodigy Dance and Performing Arts Center, it's Hotel California. And your first place overall senior contemporary from Prodigy Dance and Performing Arts Center, it is A Human, a Light. Moving into senior hip hop in first place from Prodigy Dance and Performing Arts Center, it's Crunk. Moving on now to senior tap. Senior tap in first place from Prodigy Dance and Performing Arts Center, it is Manic. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time for all of our teens and seniors tonight. Thank you, Steph. So now we're going to move into our best new groups. So our best new groups are just not necessarily the highest scoring routines, but they are chosen by judges' consensus as some of their favorite routines throughout the night. So we're going to start off with best new groups in the teen division. We have 4. So first best new teen group coming to you from the Rock Center for Dance, it is Hey. Next up, best new group in the teen division from Kim Massey Dance Productions, it's Put a Spell on You. Next up, your best new teen group from Next Step Dance, it's A Woman Left Lonely. And your fourth and final teen best new group from Prodigy Dance and Performing Arts Center, it's American Pie. Now we move on to our senior best new groups. Senior best new groups, we have 2. First up, from Prodigy Dance and Performing Arts Center, it's A Human, a Light. And your best new senior group from Next Step Dance is Fratters. So now we're going to move on to our best new. This is our last award of the evening. It's our Studio Pick Award. And so to be eligible for a Studio Pick Award, you must have at least 15 routines, and at least 7 of them must be groups. So we have a few studio picks. We actually have 3. First studio pick coming to you from the dance movement, it is Gemini. Second studio pick from Prodigy Dance and Performing Arts Center, it's A Human, a Light. And we have a studio pick coming to you from Next Step Dance, it is A Woman Left Lonely. Ladies and gentlemen, that does it for tonight. Thank you so much for a great evening. We will see you tomorrow morning for classes. Good night.